gonna go over my rod and reel arsenal for freshwater now. I did one of these videos 2 years ago, I think, and it was really cringy and really bad. So I think I'm gonna be deleting that video and replacing it with this one. But and back then my arsenal wasn't nearly like what it is now. This is my ultralight setup. I'm going from smallest to biggest. This is what I use for crappie, bluegill, whatever, trout when I go up north. And yeah, this is it is a Cabela's Fish Eagle 54, whatever. I think it's like $60. And then I have a tiny light on here, which is like $12. And I got like 6-pound test. And this is what I use for all the crappie back here. There are a lot of crappie back here. Okay, moving on to my next rod, which is now we're getting into bass. Is a Johnny Morris Signature Series Carbon Light 2.0. This is my favorite rod ever. Not this particular, but like this model of rod, the Carbon Light 2.0s are like my favorite rods ever so far. I've been experimenting for a while. That's why I have all different brands here and all different rods. But now I'm a Shimano man. I like Shimano, and I like the Carbon Light 2.0s, and that's gonna be all my combos from now on. I've got Carbon Light 2.0, 7 foot. It's a 7 foot medium action. And I've got 8-pound test on here. This is what I use for like really finesse stuff, like super tiny Senkos, like this, or Ned rigs or drop shots. I mainly use this up north. I don't use this here as much, but when I go up north. But yeah, it's got a Shimano Nasky on it, 2500. Really nice rod and reel combo. Yeah, moving on to my next one. Got another Carbon Light 2.0 with a Shimano Sienna 2500. This is literally like a $25 reel. I think this is the first spinning reel, like this is the first reel I bought by myself, with my own money. And I put it on the Carbon Light. This is a medium heavy. It's got 20-pound braid on it. It's heavier, it's 7 foot. This is what I use this one here a lot. Like I use this for Senkos, for light Texas rigs, that kind of thing. Like in the middle, like finesse-y, sort of finesse, but a little bit heavier. The last one was like my super finesse rod. And next, I have a Johnny Morris Signature Series reel with a Abu Garcia Veritas rod. This is a 6.5 medium heavy. I've had this rod forever now. Like I've had it for, this is the first rod I bought. But so yeah, I have these two paired, and I have 20. This is like my guest rod. If I have someone here that didn't bring a rod, I let them use this. It's got 20-pound tests. You know, this is just whatever they want to use on it. They can use whatever. Right now, I've got a little Texas rig on here. But yeah, that's that. And then moving on to first bait casting so far. I do not like this reel at all. This is a KVD. This is a Quantum. This is a KVD reel. I've had it for a while. I'm not a fan of it. It's plastic. It broke like twice. I had to bring it. He got it fixed to my dad's friend. But it gets, I don't know, the magnetics are like horrible on it. It gets backlashes super easy. But I use this for deep cranking in the summertime, like right now. As you can see, it's extremely hot. I'm sweating like crazy on the deeper water. And I've got 12-pound fluoro on here, and I have it on a Abu Garcia Vendetta. This is a medium action rod. I do like this rod. It's a 7 foot. I like using, so this combo I put jerk baits on, or deep cranking, so I can get it really down farther. And maybe I'll throw a lipless on here every now and then if I don't throw it on my other one. Alright, moving to my next rod is 13 Fishing Omen with a loose speed spool on it. This is a 7/7 rod. This is what I use, medium. I use this to really launch crankbaits if I need those really long casts. I use this a lot up north. Got, I think, 12-pound mono on it. Really nice rod, I love it. And yeah, this is a really nice combo. And then I'm gonna move on to my next combo with a 13 Fishing Concept A on a Shimano Convergence. This rod is really old. It's still a nice rod though, I still like it. It's a 7-foot, medium heavy. You know, you can use this pretty much any situation. I've got 15-pound fluorocarbon on it. You know, you can, it's just a great 7-foot, medium heavy. You can use it for anything. 15-pound fluorocarbon, also you can use it for pretty much anything. Really versatile line, on a really versatile rod. I guess I'll use this as a guest rod sometimes too if I have someone that can actually use a bait caster that I can trust them with. If they didn't bring a rod, I'll let them use this. Next rod is Shimano Corrado DC on a Guide Pro, whatever rod this is, model, I don't know. It's a really whippy rod. I guess it's short too, it's a 6'5". I like using it for jerk baits, like small jerk baits, if I don't use my other rods, but I don't use this one that often. My dad uses it a lot, but yeah, there it is. A nice combo. Hang on. This is my this is a Black Max that I just hydro dipped. It's hard to tell it's a Black Max, but then we have a loose perfect crankback rod. Oops, and I have 15-pound fluorocarbon on this on the Black Max. Black Max is a really nice, cheap reel if you're getting into fishing. I've had this Black Max forever, and I hydro dipped it. I don't know why. Me and my friend did it. Adrian, that used to be on this channel, did it with him, and yeah, I use this combo for lipless cranking because I do a lot of lipless cranking. I love lipless crankbaits. One of my favorite baits to throw, especially up north. Great rod and reel combo, I love it. Moving on to my next one. This is a Shimano Corrado DC on a Johnny Morris Carbon Line 2.0. This is my ideal combo now. If I get any more combos, it's gonna be this one. Like exactly, not the same line and everything. This has got 30-pound braid on it. It's what I like to use for frogs or heavier Texas rigs. Like swim baits, weedless swim baits, weighted flukes. I love this rod for that. It's a 7:3 to 1 gear ratio, 7.3 rod, medium heavy. Great rod for frogs, that kind of thing, something you need weedless. Alright. This is a 13 Fishing Fate. And it's got, this is what I use for, it's got 65 pound, it's a heavy. I've got 65-pound braid on it. It's a loose speed spool. This is what I use for flipping. It's 8:3 to 1 gear ratio. Whenever I'm in my tournaments and I have to flip or whatever, I usually, right now I just have a Texas rig on it because I had a frog on my other rod and I wanted to put a Texas rig on. And I usually use it like for those 1 ounce weights, punching grass and stuff. Great rod for that. Yeah, that's what I use this for, flipping, brush and stuff. And for the last rod in my freshwater arsenal, it's the heaviest rod I have. I use this for big swim baits, big glide baits, stuff like that. Just big baits is what I use this for. This is a 13 Fishing Concept C, 25-pound fluorocarbon on a Ducket Ghost. I am not a fan of Ducket, to be honest. The rods, they break so easily. The eyes fall off, like, so easily. And I had a Micro Magic and I replaced it twice because it either broke, the eyes started falling off, and it was so fragile. So after twice replacing it with the warranty, I replaced it again with the carbon light instead of the Ducket Micro Magic. It's a lot cheaper rod, but I like it a lot more. And yeah, that's my last combo. My heaviest one is an extra heavy, 7'6". That's what I launch my swim baits with. And yeah, that's gonna conclude the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.